Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here, and in today's video, I can't wait to show you guys my newest gaming pickups. I've got a lot of awesome stuff. Most of it actually was given to me by a good friend of mine at work. A bunch of retro stuff, so that's always good. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing. With that said, let's check out these games. So the first thing I want to show you guys is all the cool stuff that my good friend Brett that I work with. He hooked me up with a bunch of freaking cool stuff, all like more retro style stuff. Now he just showed me a picture last week and he was like, hey man, he's like, I wanted to show you this to see if you were interested in it. If not, I'm just gonna toss this stuff. He showed me the picture and I was like instantly, yeah, dude, please don't throw that away. I'll take all of it, like whatever you got, I'll take it. And you know, he's like, yeah, do whatever you want with it, sell it, keep it, whatever, I don't care. He's like, I just want to get rid of it. So I was like, awesome. He brought it in, you know, a little dirty, looked like it was sitting in a drawer for maybe a decade and a half or whatever. So I cleaned all this stuff up, and yeah, really nice, a little retro haul here, especially for nothing. So the first thing I'll show you guys here is a couple of these bigger cartridges for Game Boy. I believe this one is Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color one, I believe, here is NASCAR Challenge here with this, you know, the battery for the rumble. So really freaking cool. Definitely didn't have that. And definitely didn't have this one. This is one of the games I, you know, probably most excited for here. This and a few other ones, but that is Pokemon Pinball. This has the, you know, the little battery deal with the rumble as well for the original Game Boy. Really freaking cool. Check this out already. Pretty awesome. I love pinball, so yeah, really happy about that. Nice clean label on that guy. And that's, you know, the same with a lot of this stuff here is the labels are in really nice condition. These next two here are Game Boy Color games. The first one being, let's see, I could barely read this, so bear with me. Deer Hunter, and we'll just go with that because I can't read the rest of it. So a Deer Hunter game there. And this next one here is All-Star Baseball 2001 by Acclaim Sports. And you're definitely going to see a theme here. Definitely he's more of a casual gamer, sports, you know, that kind of stuff, especially when he was younger. Now he's more like Call of Duty, kind of stuff like that. This next one here is SpongeBob SquarePants and Something Lost Spatula. So pretty freaking cool. And this last Game Boy Color game here, you know, again, one of the better ones is Mario Tennis. I didn't have that, so really cool. Already checked that out. Pretty cool game. Alright, so here's some Game Boy Advance games. You know, you got to remember too, when he had these, he would have been a pretty young kid, you know, maybe not even 10 when some of this stuff came out. The first one is Dogs. The next one is Major League Baseball High Heat 2002. This next guy is All-Star Baseball 2003. This next one is NFL Blitz 2002. And the last one here is by far the best Game Boy Advance game, but hands down out of what he gave me, and that is Turok Evolution. I have played this, you know, since he gave it to me. Absolutely awesome. I actually used this to kind of test some of this stuff out. Yeah, this game has got that Contra style run and gun gameplay. Absolutely love it. Was really surprised at how good this is. So pretty stoked about that. And you know, it's pretty crazy that he even had like some of this stuff, just because he's pretty young. I want to say he's like 26 or 27. So yeah, he must have been, I don't even know how old he would have been, maybe with the Game Boy Color stuff. He would have been pretty little, I'd imagine. So yeah, that's probably explains some of these games. This next one here for the original Game Boy, and this is, I can't read who this is, so we'll just call it Major League Baseball. I don't know who the the player is on the front there, and I cannot read that writing. My eyes are not what they used to be, that's for sure. This next one here is Jeff Gordon X2 Racing. Next one here is TNN Outdoor Fishing Champ. And like I said, as you can see, these cartridges are all in like really nice condition. So yeah, especially considering the age, it's really nice to see. Next one here is Toy Story 2. And now some really decent ones. Some of the best, in my opinion, out of the original Game Boy games and out of all of these is Pac-Man. Love me some Pac-Man. This next one here is one that I do already own, but this is definitely a hell of an upgrade because the label on this is so much better than mine, and that is for Pokemon Blue. So yeah, pretty stoked about that. And the last one is a game I did not have, so really cool, and that is Pokemon Silver version. Again, really nice condition, so really happy to have that. So that was all the cartridges. So as far as retro games, quite a nice little haul. All, like I said, all that stuff for free, but there is some more. So that's the coolest freaking part. So he also gave me the great colored Game Boy Color, which, again, is working. Pretty decent on the front. The back, it has like some wear from sitting. The sticker's a little gummed up. But other than that, man, this is in really nice condition. I was playing on this just to, like I said, test everything out after I cleaned it. And the next thing here is a working Arctic Game Boy Advance. And also not in bad condition, but this is missing the battery cover. But this does work as well. Turn this one on, you can hear it. See the screen a little bit anyway. They're so dark, but so I don't know, maybe I'll take this one and maybe mod it or something, put a new cover on it. But regardless, nice condition, so pretty awesome. And he also gave me this PS1, this little guy, which I didn't have one of these small ones that came out later in its life. This came also with all the cables. Same with the Game Boys. Game Boy Advance. There's the charge cable or the AC adapter and all that stuff. But this came with all the cables. I had it hooked up after I cleaned it, and it had one controller, a memory card for it as well. It had one of the dual analog controllers, so that was pretty freaking cool. And as you can see, there's a game in it, so I had a game just to test it with, and that is no other than Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. The game actually holds up really good even on the PS1, so I was happy to see that. But this thing is in really nice condition as well. But yeah, that was the haul that I got from Brett. So I just want to say thanks again, Brett. Awesome stuff, man. Really do appreciate it, buddy. All right, so now a couple things that I, personally picked up. The first thing here is an amiibo, and that is the Small Fry amiibo from Splatoon 3. From the Salmon Run stuff. Pretty freaking awesome. I didn't see the other two. I guess they have the boy and the girl squidlings or whatever. I haven't seen them at any of the stores that I've been to recently. If I see them, I will pick them up. But yeah, really like this one. It's just cool, man. A little salmon egg. It's pretty detailed too. I know my daughter really likes this. She was shocked when she seen it. Alright, so I got that amiibo, and I got some 3DS games. Now, which was cool about this is that here with the holidays, Black Friday we just had, people were trading in some of their, older stuff, just so they could get store credit or just get some cash to, spend on some of them deals or get some more modern games on the cheap. So there was a bunch of 3DS games and stuff. A couple I didn't have, so I picked those up. All the other ones I pretty much owned already. But they were all complete in nice condition or whatever. Now this first one, I don't know much about it. I had to look it up. Not my kind of game, but when I seen the price of it and I looked it up, it was worth like over double what I paid for it, so I just had to grab it. And that is, I don't even know how to say this really, Hakuoki. I don't know. Yeah, very Japanese here. And this is Memories of the Shinsengumi. I guess from what I understand, this is like a visual novel dating sim for girls or something. I don't know. Very freaking odd, very Japanese. Not a game I plan on playing, but maybe, you know, something maybe to sell down the road or whatever. But cool, because I definitely didn't have this game in my collection. And this next guy here is a Sonic game. I don't think I have much for Sonic on the 3DS. And this is no other than Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal. So, you know, glad to have this. Definitely like Sonic games. And, you know, I haven't seen these in a while. They're the other ones I'm also looking for in the 3DS. So hopefully I'll come across them at some point. This next one here is one I wish I would have grabbed a while back. It's something I've been interested in a while. I have the second one that came out on the Switch, and that is Bravely Default. You know, pretty cool RPG. The second one, I haven't finished that one. I actually need to jump back into that. I know the game was tough. It definitely was tough. But as you can see, complete. I mean, like I said, these are all complete, but, you know, these are the ones that I definitely want to have complete, because they're the ones that are going to be harder to get, like the Sonic and stuff, you know, down the road. Not a big deal, but, you know, games like this, kind of a big deal. This one as well, and I heard a lot of good stuff on this game, and it's not even in here because I've been playing it. I actually just beat it. I'm playing the DLC. This game is phenomenal, and that is Radiant Historia. One of the best games I played on the 3DS, 2D sprite art style over, you know, a 3D background world or whatever. Absolutely just killer story, man. Voice acting and stuff just done really freaking well. You know, this game really is solid. It has like multiple timelines and stuff. Just really freaking good. I can't recommend this enough. And this is obviously complete with the game in my 3DS at the moment. But yeah, was really happy to find this. Actually, this was the first one I grabbed out of those that I seen, because I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a while. I've seen it on a bunch best RPG, you know, RPGs on the 3DS and stuff. So yeah, I was looking out for this. I seen it so many times through the years back, and I thought about grabbing it so many times, and I slept on it, and then it was just gone. So glad to finally have a copy of this, and glad I freaking played this game, because wow, it is good. And the last two games that I got are for the PlayStation 5, and this first one being here being Callisto Protocol, the Day 1 edition. This thing got some mixed reviews. I have already started playing this. I'm probably like 4 hours in or so. I'm enjoying it. I don't see what the biggest problem is, other than people have an issue with the dodge mechanic, and I can see that kind of being a problem for some people. It's a little strange, you know, I even think it's a little bit strange, but it's not like a deal breaker or anything. It's something you kind of get used to after a while. It definitely takes a little bit. They could have just used a dedicated dodge button or something. I think that would have worked better, but whatever, that's how they did it. But yeah, I haven't finished this. Can't wait to, you know, play through this and finish it. It's not much with story, but it's definitely interesting. Basically, it's just all about being in the environment. But I'm having a good time with it, so it is what it is. Now this next one, this reviewed pretty decent, actually better than I thought it was going to. And this is Marvel's Midnight Suns, the enhanced edition for the PlayStation 5. This is something I did pre-order as well. It looked cool. But I wasn't really sure about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick it up, but since it reviewed pretty good, I figured, you know, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. It's got some RPG stuff going on, a pretty lengthy story to it from what I understand, and it's basically like a strategy kind of RPG in a way. It's like you pick your turn, you know, you basically pick your moves or whatever, but I guess it's based off of a deck of cards. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Usually I'm not into like the card style games, but this looked like something that I would definitely give it a shot. But like I said, a lot of people said it's kind of fun and can be addicted to the actual battle system. Sort of like puzzles at times, and a lot of this stuff is usually like turn-based kind of stuff, usually is somewhat of a puzzle. But yeah, definitely need to check this out. I might play this right after Callisto Protocol. But those are my pickups, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching if you stayed here to the end. But that's it, guys. Until next time, have a good one.